Are there some specific areas that you would suggest people to start looking whenever they want to have parts of their sales process be automated, simplified, or made a little easier?
Yeah, yeah. So the core space, and I think what really kind of kicked off the whole sales technology space was sales automation, right? Tools like Outreach and Sales Loft, where you can build and you can structure a multi-step, multi-channel outreach approach, and it's going to kind of hold you accountable to that. But again, the way to use that best is not to load up a spam cannon, right? Let's put as many people into that as we can and just blast away and irritate everyone. Instead, I'm a huge believer in less is more. If you spend a little bit more time, quality outdoes quantity every single time. And if you want to really dig into this, so my Sales Success Stories podcast, in the sales world, there are dedicated roles. There are individuals. All they do is prospecting, and they're called sales development reps. If you go to top1.fm/SDR, you will find over a dozen episodes with those type of folks. And the amount that you can learn from people who spend 100% of their time prospecting is amazing. And the vast majority take this kind of approach. The ones who are at the top of their game, who produce the largest number of opportunities, are not the ones who are making 150 calls a day. They're very focused. They're very intentional. They're very creative. They're very focused on the perspective of the person that they're reaching out to, right? So it's finding those things. But then again, using a tool like an Outreach, where once I know that, it's at least going to nudge me and I'm going to see, oh, today's the day that I need to send a message to Jason on LinkedIn. And today's the day that I'm going to create a customized video using Vidyard, which is one of my favorite platforms just to create individual personalized messages. Because I actually like things that don't scale, where you can immediately see, oh, this isn't spam. Scott did this just for me. That gets attention. That breaks through the noise because you can just as easily see this was probably sent to 20,000 other people. And so it's really easy for me to ignore that.
Until we have some sort of technology that allows deep fakes that will have the one video change the name.
It's coming and it's out there. I've talked to the CEO of that company. It's coming. It's an interesting thing. We'll see how that plays out over time.
There's a quote, I forget who says it, is that every platform is great until sales and marketers go in and ruin it.
Amen.
What do you feel about
Totally.
that?
Totally. I mean, we screw everything up. But again, I always come back to, I love those things that just show you put personal effort into this. Now, here's the thing. Most people think, I don't have time for that. I don't have time to do 30 minutes of research and do this deep dive and then send an email that maybe never gets opened. It doesn't take that much effort at all. And what happens if you get on the other side of this, right? If you experience what it's like to be in an executive role and being prospected left and right, the bar is so incredibly low. To stand out for me, look at my LinkedIn profile for 20 seconds. Like if you just do a quick skim, you'll be able to reach out with something relevant. Here's a super easy hack. I think of this as personal keywords. Look at somebody's profile, see the couple of things that stand out. Ideally, this kind of comes from their posts and the things that they're sharing that you can tell that they have a personal interest and passion. Drop a couple of those words in the subject line. If you sent me an email and said, Peloton and podcasts, got my attention. That's all it took. That's all it took. So super easy. I mean, again, you can do these types of things in 20 or 30 seconds, and that is going to put you in the top 5% instantly because you actually looked. Because that's so much better than I can tell you didn't. You have no idea who I am. You have no idea what I do. You're reaching out to me to sell me your lead services. Well, I don't need more leads. I got this.